Hey there, it's Jeff Holmes from Holmes Haunted Homes here. Just thought I'd do a little behind-the-scenes tour of my Halloween display before I tear it down for the year. As you can see, here are my guys, my characters for this year's show, which was called Pirates of Niagara, and the set that I constructed. It's mainly built out of, oops, there goes windows starting up. It's mainly built out of a wood frame and styrofoam. I'll show you that in a minute. This is the performance area this year. It's one of those garage/tent in a box type things. I bought at Canadian Tire. There's my seating that I added. I got benches built at different levels here, so it kind of gives you a tiered effect so people can see the whole show. I'll just go to the back here and give you a decent view. So not too bad a view back here. It's a little bit remote, but we'll get up here now and we'll take a look at each thing that was happening this year. I got my little fake fireplace at the front just to give it some character. And each one of these guys is an animatronic figure and basically called a 3-axis skull. So if we look up here and I pop the top of this guy off by removing his hat, here's his hair, you can take a look inside and you'll see the servos that make him work. And basically you've got 4 servos in here. These 3 here are the 3-axis functions. So in other words, one pulls him to rotate, one makes him nod, and one makes him tilt. So you got the 3 different directions for the skull. This one here is his jaw servo. So basically that's the one that makes him talk. All right? And they're just model radio controlled plane servos. So we got 3 of those types of characters. And they've got skeleton bodies made from plastic skeletons, blow molded ones. And some parts of them, if you look in here, maybe I don't know if you can see that or not, but they're not full skeletons. There's copper tubing basically holding them up. That's what I used to make frames with. I move over here and you see here's another guy. This guy looks like a full skeleton, but in reality, the inside of him is just a wire. And I've built stuff like this table as part of the set, and you can see part of the lighting there, that floodlight. The practical source for that lighting is supposed to be that lamp. So at night it looks like the lamp is lighting them up, but in reality it's that spotlight there. And that's just a lantern with D batteries in it. I'll take you up here and look at the stage a little bit. You can see that the walls look like wood, but in reality, they are foam. They're pink styrofoam stapled onto a wood frame. And what I do to texture it is I take a pencil and I score lines into the foam and straight lines that look like the edges of pieces of wood. Then I paint the whole set a very, very dark brown. And then I give it dry brushing over the top with kind of a gray-brown color to give it that kind of worn wood look. And you can see some nice posters here that I made up on Photoshop. These are some of my friends as pirates, basically. You can take a walk back here. This is a ship's wheel I made years ago for another pirate party that I had. And these chains are just plastic chains I got at the dollar store, and I put some orange and brown paint on them to make them look more like rust. Back here you can see, this is where I do my video projection. And what this is, it's basically just a part of the set that's a frame. And I took a cheapo shower curtain from a dollar store and stretched it in there. And it's my rear projection area. So my projector that shows part of the show basically just rear projects onto that screen. So you have to flip the video around so the lettering and stuff is the right way up. And we go over here. Here's another part of the set. You can see the window there. It's got a blue floodlight behind it to make it look like nighttime, and the curtain there, and I'll take you through the curtain and we'll see what's on the other side. All right, here we are backstage in my extremely messy garage. The set, as you can see, only takes up about, I'd say, 1/3 of my garage. It backs in, and there's the screen from the back that I was telling you about, where I project the video. You look over there, you can see my video projector. So that's where the projection comes out of the computer onto the screen. And you take a closer look at the set here, and you can see that it's just 2x3s. I don't need full 2x4s because the set's not very heavy. It's 2x3s and this pink styrofoam insulation from Home Depot. It acts as my set construction material. This stuff's awesome if you want to build a set because it's relatively cheap, it's easy to work with, you can cut anything out of it. And you can also see that the whole set is raised off the floor a couple of inches. Basically, what that does is give you a place to run your cables and so on. It makes it more visible for the audience. So it really is like a stage. We come over here to the electronics area, and basically you can see my computer. That's what the whole show is run for. Everything in here is computerized. I don't have to touch anything during the show, which is really nice. I'll just get this started up. There's my amplifier for my sound. I'm going to click on the show here and open her up. The program that I use to run the show is called VSA, Virtual Show Automation, or Visual Show Automation, from Brookshire Software. It's a really good program, and what you do basically is you load your background video or audio that you make into the program, and then you program your skeletons and your other devices to react to the show. You can see every little tick mark on here is telling the skeletons to do a different thing. So there's a lot of programming work involved. And in addition to the skeletons being run, everything else is controlled from in here on this timeline. The garage door is tripped by this, the smoke machine, the cannon with the compressed air. It's all controlled through here. These are called Kit 108 boxes. And what these do is they plug into the computer with USB cables, and they're basically on-off switches. So at certain times of the show, the computer tells them to turn on and off. One of them, this one, is my low voltage one. It controls all the things like the cannon, which is 12 volt, the garage door, some of the low voltage lighting effects. And I've got a second one over here, and I've hooked it up to this this gang outlet box. It controls all the high voltage 120 stuff. So that's my spotlights basically. So the whole show is run from in here. All I have to do basically is hit play all on this, and the thing will repeat itself all night. It'll open and close the door. It'll play the whole show, the video included, and then it'll start it all over again. So it's just like Disney. Once I get this thing going, I don't have to do anything else. So that's my show for 2013. We'll take one more look out here. Behind the curtain, you will see the guys waiting to do the show, and that's where the audience sits. And we had a fantastic year. A lot of people came out, and if you do watch the video of the whole show, enjoy. I'm Jeff Holmes. Thanks very much.